Yo, what's happening, people? Greetings, and salutations, of course. It is your host with the most, Big Cuz, with all the buzz, your uncle from the jungle, because I go ape shit with the truth. It's your boy, Heavy Mac, and welcome back to the It's Just Heavy podcast, the heavy-hearted series. I know it's been a while, but life has been lifing in the truest fashions and the craziest ways. But we gonna go on that tangent a little bit later. Again, this is the Heavy Hearted series, and man, I just so happened to have a revisiting guest, and she brought reinforcements. Oh, it's crazy. So, welcome back to the show. One time for the one time. Round of applause for AJ back in the building. AJ, what's happening? How you feeling?
Great. Okay. A little under the weather, but good.
Yeah, I hear everybody's pretty much got either COVID, some type of nasty bug, or scabies, something crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody out here losing in major ways. You good?
I'm good.
Okay. All right. So do you want to do the introduction of the gentleman that you have waiting in the wings and chomping at the bit?
Sure.
All right, the floor is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to my brother from another mother, Philly.
What's happening?
Big Philly, round of applause for Big Philly. Gunshots. More gunshots. Philly, what's popping, my brother? How you feeling?
Brother, appreciate it. Hey, man, how about you?
I'm still breathing. I ain't tripping too hard. At all. So AJ has told me quite a bit about you. And by quite a bit, I mean that it was some time ago, a couple years, that she had mentioned that she had this guy friend that was thought similar to me, and we just need to talk. Oh, we got to talk, because if I talk to you and you talk to me, then the stars will align. And when the stars align, that's when the heavens open up and all the single crazy bitter bitches just get a clue, and the real niggas just come home and they just be like, yo, I'm ready to get on my man shit. We here. We doing it. We live. We litty. Everything's going to be everything. And I said, set it up. I said, set it up. And you know what happened?
For you on that. Yeah, I've been preaching that for a hot minute.
Yeah. I told her set it up. And you know what happened?
Denied.
Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Then some more time went by. And we was like, oh, yo, he's coming back. We gonna get him. We gotta get him. He's gonna be there, yo. It's gonna be a whole situation. It's going to be a whole lituation. I said, set it up. 2-3 days go by.
Bruh. Denied.
You right.
Lost again.
You right.
Lost again.
Back out of this day.
And then, out of the blue, when Miss AJ happens to find her little glimpse of happiness, oh, life is turning around. She got somebody to call Zaddy now. Things is going good. Life is lifing. She said, yo, we had this great show, but I need to have Philly on. I got to have Philly. I said, for the third time, set it up. She said, no, I'm going to tell him,
get over here.
Bring your ass. We here. It only took a couple years, several months, a few weeks, some minutes, and just a teensy bit of seconds, but she finally got it up and away. Round of applause for AJ. For one time. Eventually she got there. So, Philly, my brother, I don't know where to start, because, again, all I know from your background and your pedigree is what AJ has told me. And AJ just told me that we are so much alike. Now, I don't know how that fares, because you're in logistics, the trucking game, and so am I. Maybe it's because we're both bearded and black. I myself met AJ when I was just tailoring in on my whole phase days, ripping and running through everything in Atlanta. So I don't know. Tell me as well as the people, the 7 or 8 or 9 listeners. Tell us about yourself, where you at in life, your thoughts, views, and perspectives as it pertains to either relationships from past experiences or personal from current. And we can get into some topics and conversations about the Heavy Hearted series.
Man, we running about parallel.
Okay.
We've been through the whole phase. So right now we in entrepreneurship.
Yeah,
Owner operator.
I just tapped into that. Just tapped
So that
into
we got
it.
going on.
Yeah.
In a relationship, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I said, the whole phase that's over with. So been in a relationship now going on.
Wait, question. Is she black?
Yes, she black. Yes, she
Clap
black.
it up for
Yes,
black
she black.
love. Clap it up for black love. Clap it up for black
But I
love.
sound black, but she black.
Wait. What'd you say she was?
But I sound black, but she black.
Oh, okay.
Make good for the business. I
Okay.
let her handle all the business calls.
Yeah. I understand. It's a similar situation. I completely understand. All right, so you're in a relationship. How long you and your lady been together?
3 going on about 4 years.
No, that's beautiful. Y'all got any kids?
Nah, we ain't got nothing together, but we do got a game.
Gang.
I got 2, she got 3. So
you got 2, she got 3.
Yeah.
All right, so you being an entrepreneur and you saying that you've come across a woman 3-4 years ago that you're dating that had her own kids. Are her kids older or younger?
We got a mixed range.
Okay.
She got a 16-year-old son. I got a 15-year-old daughter. She got a 12-year-old daughter and a 9-year-old son or 10.
Mm-hmm.
And my baby girl is 8.
Oh, okay. Everybody under one roof?
Yeah. Nah.
Okay. That the reason why I asked that is because I always thought how crazy it'd be for you to have like a 16-year-old son that's yours and your partner got a 16-year-old daughter that's theirs. And it's like, technically, they ain't related. Technically, they ain't related. So if you wanted to catch some sneaky porn star fantasy type shit, well, it's like, oh, my stepbrother, I caught him in that shit was always weird to me. Always strange. So whenever I hear people in that situation, I was like, is that ever a concern of yours? That your kid might like her kid?
Nah, I think they two different styles.
2 different styles. Okay. All right, y'all been together for 3-4 years. How is the relationship?
The relationship is good. It's good. I mean, like any other relationship, you got your ups and downs. So, that come with the territory.
I do. I see my downs right now is marriage related. You ever thought about doing that?
Well, hold up. I can cuss, can't cuss.
You can say what the fuck you want.
Okay. Say less than yeah. That
You said the fuck you want, bro.
Yeah, that bring a tough conversation right there.
Why is it tough?
But I done thought about it. I can't say I have entered that realm where I think about it from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
But
So-
I mean, it took some work to get there.
Well, how did y'all meet? Did y'all like grow up knowing each other? Did y'all?
Nah.
She wasn't a lot lizard, was she?
Heck
No
no,
judgment.
Nah.
No judgment.
Nah. She wasn't a lot lizard.
Okay.
You know
For the
what I'm
people
saying?
who's listening, lot lizards are the prostitutions for truck drivers. If you live out in Memphis, hey, y'all got a huge, amazing selection.
Got it bad, boy.
Y'all got
Memphis
amazing.
got it bad.
Hey, talk what you want to. Memphis lot lizards look like Atlanta strippers. Goddamn, play with it. You play with it. Motherfuckers go to Memphis to get married.
Hey, they everywhere around Memphis. I
Hey,
can't
man.
lie. They everywhere around Memphis.
Okay. But how did y'all meet, man? How did y'all meet?
She tell the story. She'll say we met in the grocery store or something like that. But I just slid in the DM.
Ooh. Now, how you get her DM? Was she somebody you was following?
I mean, we had been social media friends for some years prior. You know what I'm saying? We'll jokey joke here and there.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? The one thing led to another. Here we are 4 years later.
Slid it in with no condom, and y'all just still rocking.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Yeah. That's usually how it go. So when your AJ made mention that, and AJ, by all means, you can always step in and say something. AJ made mention that we run parallels. We a lot alike. Now, when I say I was successfully tailoring in my whole phase, you talking to a dude that was man, I was in Trapeze Swingers Club like every other Friday. Cause I wasn't making no money when I was in Atlanta. If I was making trucker money, I'd have been there every day. I was in Trapeze. I was having, coworkers come to the spot, throwing orgy parties. So I was real successful in the whole phase in Atlanta.
You was in there.
Yeah.
You was in there.
Yeah, man. Did you have similar experiences being a brother from the A? And if you did, how much does your lady know about it?
I can't cap. I'm one of them country boys, so I'm from like 2 hours south of Atlanta.
Oh, so you're talking
You know
close
what I'm
to Forsyth.
Past Forsyth. I'm probably like an hour below Macon.
Okay.
So I'm probably like the halfway point between um
Valdosta.
probably Macon and Savannah.
Oh,
Nah,
so you
I'm in Dublin.
southeast.
Yeah, I'm Dublin.
Oh, yeah. I heard of that.
So Dub time, coming from down there, we country, but up in the city, we played a good little bit. Played a good little bit.
How much does your
I mean,
lady know about you playing?
She knows she got a hoe.
She knows she got
Former
a
hoe.
former hoe, rejuvenated.
Yeah.
Now I saw
Yeah.
interesting take on I saw interesting take on Facebook today. Somebody made mention that was like, what does it take for a man to stop cheating? And me being me and all of my bliss and ignorance, I said the following. I said, a car accident, death, a jealous husband that came home with a gun, prison, or a wife that just so happened to cut off her man's southern parts. Do you think?
Yes, I like that one.
I know you ain't taking notes on. Okay. What in your opinion, do you think it is? Do you think it's ever? Do you think it's possible in this day and age for where we are in life to get to a place where infidelity doesn't tease your brain to make you want to respond?
Good question.
For myself, I would say, yeah.
So
one thing about it.
You think monogamy is 100% monogamy? You think it's possible for where you at in life?
For this stage that I'm in right now, yeah. For this stage.
What got you to that point?
Shit, a whole lot of therapy. I ain't gonna cap.
Oh.
I'm a big advocate for therapy.
I used to be. So I was talking to a therapist and I realized I was smarter than she was. And then I was like, I think I'm done. I think I'm gonna just go back to the old ways of drinking, aggressive masturbation, and some Asian porn. I think that's gonna have to do it for me. I don't have time to sit on a couch of dummies personally.
Long as I got eyes, I'm gonna forever look.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's nice to look at the candy, but you can't touch it all the time.
That's how you get diabetes. You get too sweet. You tasting
Yeah,
too much
yeah,
sweetness.
yeah.
But the question really is, what do you define as cheating?
Ooh. Are you asking Philly or
Yeah,
are you
that's
Because
a
asking me?
you can ask that question, but I feel like you have to ask it after you ask what do you define as cheating?
Well, what do you
Because
define
men
as
and
cheating?
women clearly find it differently.
No, I don't think that's true. I think women have a preconceived expectation, and men have a unspoken understanding. I think that. I don't think that there's a. I don't think that. I don't think that. I don't think that. I don't. It's never going to pair off to being the same. So, are you asking me how I define cheating, or are you asking Philly?
I'm asking both.
Philly, you on? You on? You
you
on?
got it, Matt. You
Okay.
go first.
Cheating for me is um doing something without having the basis of the conversation with your partner. So anything that you do that your partner wouldn't find palatable because you didn't have a conversation on what the rules, regulations, or limitations are, I define that as cheating, me personally. Because if it's one thing Atlanta's taught me, it's taught me that everybody's situation looks different. Nobody's has to be the same. My first encounter of going to the swingers club, there was a woman celebrating her 45th birthday, and her husband was like, yeah, she wants to be a part of like a 4-guy gangbang. Word. You want me to fuck your wife in front of you? Hey, man, that's what she wants. And I'm trying, and my brain, because I'm Southern boy, that don't make sense to me. I don't. What do you mean? Like I'm finna be just looking at you like smashing your wife like this, Todd? Pull her leg up higher. That's what you. She's loving it, brother. Give it to her. Give her that mahogany wood. Oh shit, Todd. That's crazy. Todd, that's crazy. You wilding right now. So I've learned through those experiences that every relationship looks different, but affording your partner the ability to have affording your partner the grace to evolve and grow, because how you meet them isn't where you keep them. For me, like I met my wife 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. I'm not the same person she met then, and I won't be the same person 4 or 5 years from now. I reserve the right to grow and evolve to something more. One of the conversations we had was, because I told her about everything from my past, and she was like, well, do you ever think you'll go back to that place of wanting to be a part of lifestyle with swingers and polyamorism and all the other stuff? And I said, I don't think so. But if it ever happens, you be the first person to know. And we can have a conversation on how we deem we want to move forward from it. It don't have to make sense to your friends, your family, your homegirls, your coworkers. It just got to make sense to us. So I view cheating as an unspoken agreement. I view cheating as breaking the agreement of which you and your partner have set the boundaries and parameters of what you guys can do while still respecting the relationship. What about you, Philly?
Uh, let's see.
Yeah, AJ
Um,
is all teeth in the camera right now. Like she can't breathe. She laughing so hard.
I mean, I can't cheating. Let's see.
Hold your thought, Philly. AJ, what are you laughing at so hard? Like, do you know
Sorry,
something?
I'm trying to compose myself and not sneeze and everything all at once. But while
Uh,
you think, Phil, I'm gonna just piggyback off what you said, Matt, right? If you don't mind. So you having a conversation with your partner, obviously, y'all having an understanding. Now, what if you have that conversation or whatever, but you guys see things differently? And you being a man, let's say hypothetically, or her being a woman, let's say dominant, right? And you feel regardless of what is discussed, and even though you care about your partner's feelings, you're still gonna do what you feel, even if you don't feel it's disrespectful. So, for example, I think the last time we talked about friendship, right? And you mentioned to me where, and correct me if I'm wrong, in regards to certain friendships, is not as of value or of importance when it comes to your relationship, where you would cut it off. You know what I mean? So if certain relationships is disrespectful towards your partner or certain things that you do, and they feel that that's cheating, but you feel like it's not, where's the middle ground? Or
You asking me?
well, yes, until he has his answer.
Until he has his answer on how you define
Yeah,
cheating. Okay.
yeah.
My response to that is simple. I've never lost a relationship. I merely outgrew the connection that brought me together. So I don't go through life saying, "Ooh, we had this kind of past, and if I can meet somebody new, then I got to cut you." My life isn't based on cutting people out of it because of what our history was. Once I think that's what people lose. if you're in a process of growth and evolving, if you look at any form of growth, there's nothing that grows in nature that stays exactly the same. Nothing. That's not growth. Anything that stays the same in nature is either an inanimate object like rocks. Rocks can stay the same, or it's dead, and even in that, it decomposes and goes back to the earth. Flowers grow up, bloom, blossom. Things turn to trees. Tree provide shade. Everything is about growth. So when and my point of saying that is, if I have a relationship with somebody that's from my past, and the situation was what it was, when I came into meeting my wife, my idea wasn't, oh, let me look at these laundry lists of women from my past to cut off. Because of my growth and evolution as an individual, naturally the relationships just fell to the wayside. I didn't have to do anything. Because you only gonna get so many times of hey big head phone calls before I'm like, what the fuck you want? Oh, I was just thinking about yesteryear when I used to have you a part of the rotation and you was my Thursday guy that would buy me Roof Chris, and now you out here doing it, and I was trying to see if we can revisit. I'm not that person you met those years ago. I'm better than who I was then. So because of that, I don't see you the same way. Now, you can be something to do if I'm still in that place, but somebody to cherish, that door is closed for me. I live by that credence because I met a few young ladies that learned the hard way. When we talked, one of them told me, "Hey, I just want to have a little fun, have a little, the little horizontal poker, a little mattress wrestling, and that's it. I don't want no man. I don't want dates. I just this is where I'm at in my life. Here's my problem with that. I'm a very black and white person. It gets me in trouble, but it keeps me out of it more often than anything. I don't need a gray area to toe. I can't toe a line. Because if I toe a line in my brain, that means I have permission to go to the dark side just as much as the light. And because of how I am and who I am, I taper on the dark. So I try to stay black or white, right or wrong, yes or no. Ain't no fucking maybes. So when you put me in the spot where you meet me, and you put me in a box and say, yo, this is why I want to keep you. Because most people do that based on the provisions of their protection from their emotions. I need to keep you here so I don't hurt myself. I don't get hurt. This is where I want you to be at. And I'm cool with that. My problem is I'm dope as fuck. Like, I'm amazing. Words I said to my wife the first night we met. Hey, listen, if you really like this, I got my person. I'm straight. You can date who you want to date. I'll give you 3 months to realize I'm the dopest nigga in your life. After that, I'm gone. And she says, what makes you so confident? I said, because we've been in the parking garage talking for 4 hours and you ain't checked your phone once. There is nobody in there more interesting than me. You put talking to me above your safety because your homegirls was checking for you. Hey, is he crazy? No, we still talking. So if I'm in that place of knowing who I am and how I am and the way that I am, I know that once you put me in this box, I'm gonna be the dopest dude. Yo, I want to come through and I'm trying to get some meat tonight. Cool. Now, in the course of giving meat, because I am Southern, I'm chivalrous. Hey, you want something to drink? I was finna cook up something. You want a plate? You want X, Y, and Z? Oh man, I'm finna watch this series. You want to watch it too? Because keep in mind, I know I'm just dick to you. I ain't boyfriend material. Months go by. Shorty called me. Yo, I'm trying to get an appointment tonight. I said, I can't. She said, why? What you got going on? I said, met this young lady. You know, we finna go out to the spot. You know, she's like, you going on a date? I said, yeah. It's like, damn, a bitch never got a date. I said, because you said you didn't want that. Well, I mean, you know, things change. I said, not for me. Because as a man, things can't change. I gotta go by the rules. The minute you tell me this is where you stay at, if I go beyond that, that's being too aggressive. That's seen as unwanted advantages. That's seen as a lot of different shit. And for me, I've always been that type that, yo, once you tell me what it is, I ain't got to move on it. This new woke culture, I didn't have to get acclimated to it because I was raised in it. Hey, baby, how you doing? Let me get your number. Fuck you, nigga. You right. Have a good night, man. I ain't calling you no bitch. I'm not, yo, well, girl, he should have put more effort into chasing you. No, bitch, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it.
For what?
That's dumb.
What?
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. If you really wanted me, you would chase after me, and you shouldn't have let that one no. Because one no has sent a lot of men to jail that they ignored. Well, she said she wanted to do it, but then she said no afterwards. But my dick was already in. Don't matter. You should have stopped. 15 years, jail. God damn it.
Denied.
On your freedom. You are not going anywhere.
No.
So for me, and I know this is the long way to answering the question. For me, I don't cut off relationships. Time does that. Time heals all wounds. It also eradicates people that's not supposed to be in your life and in your circle and your situation if you're evolving to a place of prosperity. You don't grow into say, yeah, I want to have my own trucking business because I'm gambling on me while still trying to hang with the homeboys that's bitching about the 9 to 5 that they have for the last 15 years that they refuse to leave. We don't run in the same circles. We can't.
Nah.
I like working for me. Is it more stress? Yeah. Is it more money? Yeah. Does it come with its own issues? Yeah. Am I happier for it? Absolutely. Because I can do shit like this. I can say I'm at home every day. I don't work more than 5 hours a day, make a great living doing it. And I'm home every night by 8 o'clock so I can podcast if I feel like it. So, yeah, to answer your question, AJ, the long way of answering it. When you put me in a box, I'm not trying to escape it. There is no terms of one partner likes one thing and the other partner, because all of this is for me, it's conversations we have in the first. I'm not a person of wasting time. I'm almost 40. So what I'm not doing is I tell this to young guys, because I don't talk to women. I tell this to young guys, stop asking their questions that don't bring up relevance. Why do you give a fuck about what her favorite color is? What does that have to do with anything? What's your favorite food? What kind of movies do you watch? Now ask her some real shit. Hey, what are your goals in life? What keeps you up at night? What are some things that you want to cross off your bucket list that you can do, but you're too afraid to attack? Ooh, these questions is too deep. You never think about yourself in a deep manner? Is everything shadow and surface?
What got you to that point, though?
I got tired of wasting time. Imagine every time you ask a girl what's her favorite color, and by the time it came to getting something that's her favorite color, she ain't no longer in your contacts. You learned a bunch of pointless information that didn't make you better as an individual. You learned a bunch of shit that literally kept you where you are. If I'm talking to somebody more than once, you're in a category of evolving or making me grow, or you're making me worse. Only people I talk to on consistencies is business. I don't gotta talk to Kelly more or less. Hey, Kelly, is the contract signed? Yes. Do I still got routes for go to this? Yes. Cool. Call you in a year. That's all we got to talk about.
Yeah.
But if I'm talking to a young brother that says, yo, I'm trying to tap into my entrepreneurness, hey, my man, how much money you got set to the side? Oh, man, you know, saving money is hard. Nigga, I just watched you buy 2 pair of Jordans. You just spent $1,000. That's your LLC, your MRC, your MC, and getting your paperwork started. That's a deposit going towards the insurance or whatever thing you're trying to get. That's the additional money that you can put towards a cell phone that you need to use for the business line to start off for the LLC so you can start writing shit off. Damn, man, I didn't know it was like that. Well, how serious are you? It's the same approach. It's the same approach when it comes to women. I ain't wasting time. My brother, when we go on vacations, hey man, we need to talk to this girl for us, man. Why? Man, she talking about life and boyfriends and da-da-da-da. And because they know me, I ain't for the long. Hey, miss, my brothers is here for a good time, not a long time. We understand what kind of time you on. We trying to see if you trying to get it in or not. That's what it is. So aggressive. You won't even know me in 5 days. You'll never see me again. Think I give a fuck about offending you? What are we talking about?
I mean, you hit it dead on the head.
So when I got to that place because I'm not a person of wasting time. I'm punctual as fuck because being late is putting somebody else at a negative response time on my behalf. I can't do that. That's time that they lose fucking with me. No, I ain't gonna never be late to shit. So when I show up and I mean business. I'm there early. I'm asking direct questions. I'm trying to get direct answers. I'm trying to see how we moving, and respectfully, I'm getting the fuck on. Period. And it's the same thing in dating to me. A lot of people waste a lot of time. Well, you know, we've been talking for the past 6-7 months and I just don't know where we are. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Same place we was in when we first started.
Like he hasn't said, because I'm gonna tell you something. Men are the most simplest creatures. Men do exactly what you let us do. If you don't require more, we ain't giving more. Had an argument with my wife 2 days ago. She's like, you see all of this shit that needs to get done around the house. Why don't you lift a finger? My response, I said, babe, I've asked you several times. If you need help, say it. If you need me to do something, name a time in our relationship where you said, hey, babe, can you do X, Y, and Z, and it don't get done? She said, why do I have to say stuff? I said, because you like to tap into your level of independence. And I get tired of asking you, hey, what do you need? Nothing. You want to do it yourself. I said, well, no, because then you're going to bitch about being the hero later and how you had to do it yourself. So after doing that 2 times, I'm like, my wife wants to be a single, independent woman. She wants to be that. But you can't because, marriage. You can't be that. So because she can't be that, I have to teach her, hey, if you want something done, ask for it. And it may come in an argument. I just give it a look like, did you want me to do something? And she'll remember, you're right. I don't have to do it by myself. I have a whole adult right here that will literally do anything I ask him to. All I got to do is perch my lips to ask.
True. Teamwork.
That's it. It's teamwork. Well, my mom, respectfully, I don't give a fuck about your mom. I'm not dating your mom. I'm dating you. I'm not married to your mom. I'm married to you. I don't give a fuck what your mom went through. That ain't our situation. So because it's not our situation, it's not relatable. Don't try to make it relatable in my reality. Her life ain't got shit to do with my reality. It ain't got shit to do with our reality. You either ask for help or champion yourself from doing it by yourself. Either way, I'm still going to finish this game. I'm still going to finish this Netflix series. However you want to slice it. Whatever I want to do is still going to get done. And I'm going to be happy about it. Because anything I want her to do, I ask, hey, can you run my clothes in the dryer while I'm out? I got to take a route. One of my drivers called out. All right, babe. Cool. Period. Asked and answered. I get to that place because when you get tired of wasting time with anything, everything becomes about time. When you work for people, you sacrifice your time for a paycheck. I don't have to do that no more. I make a lot more money working a lot less. So now I'm getting my time back. I'm gonna do what the fuck I feel like. Hey, let me tap into this creative box. Let me get this part. Oh, I'm gonna go get the mic. Oh, I need the sound effects with the guns. Oh, I gotta have. Well, what you gonna do with that? I don't know. I like creating. You know, you trying to get rich? Nah, it's just a passion. It's just something I like doing for me. So when the
Passion
world
don't make you
beats it,
rich.
yeah, I ain't got to be rich. It just makes me happy. When I walk out the doors, I'm another nigga trying to make it through the day without getting shot, robbed, talked to crazy. I just want to come back home and do the shit that I like to do for me. That's it. That's this. So as long as I can get back to this for my own personal sanity, my happy place. I'm good with it. But to revisit, how do you define cheating, Philly?
Let's see. How do we define cheating?
Not we,
All right.
you.
Yeah, you.
It
What do
ain't
you
we.
All right.
define cheating? Yeah.
So for me, I say it. All honesty, piggyback off what you said earlier. Um, anything that you do outside of that agreement,
Right.
you got to be willing to give that person that option to decide if they want to partake
Mm-hmm.
or if they want to, you know what I'm saying, go the other way. And
Yeah.
I say that's what I did a whole lot, especially when I was in my whole phase. I'm gonna play Captain Protect Everything. At least I felt like I protected everything, but I ain't give any of the women that option.
Mm.
So I take it, you know what I'm saying? That was more of the cheating route.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Did you have another question, AJ, or did you want me to keep asking mine?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So now, you mentioned something earlier, and I wanted to ask because I'm in my we in a society now where everybody knows everything, but nobody knows shit. And being wrong is the equivalent to being a leper that nobody wants anything to do with. People are terrified of being wrong. So I'm naturally inquisitive about things. And the things that I find the most is people that are the most curious and things that I gotta know about, because if their experiences is something I can learn from or something I can gauge or pass on, I'd like to do so. So you mentioned about your time in your relationship with your lady, 3-4 years. I knew after 6 months, and I told my lady, I said, "Yeah, we'll be engaged by the end of the year." We wasn't because she wanted to slow play shit, and I told her, "Hey, I don't necessarily want kids. That's on you. I don't have to get married. That's a you thing. I ain't got shit to do. We can be boyfriend and girlfriend forever. I'm fine. I ain't got to do none of this shit because I don't even believe in the concept of marriage. I don't believe that I should have to sign a piece of paper and documentation so the state can authorize and respect my fact that I committed my life to an individual. Honestly, I got married because one, it's what my wife wanted to do. And two, it makes it easier for all my shit to get allocated to her without going through the courts. It ain't got shit to do with love. So when you think about the idea of marriage, what do you think it means first? And is it something that you wholeheartedly want to do for real? Why or why not?
All right. So marriage to me is something that I feel I can do.
Right?
Um, do it have a great meaning to me? If my significant other, uh, how can I put it?
Delicately, because if
My
she ever hear this, I don't want you getting in trouble.
Part.
I don't want you being
That
that.
part.
Who the fuck is this
nah,
heavy person? And what the fuck? I don't want to cause no friction, Miss
nah,
Philly.
nah,
Put your brakes on now. Relax.
nah.
We just
Yeah.
talking.
My my look at it is like, of course, most women, the idea of marriage is it fuels the idea for most women. So you dealing with a woman that's pretty much at the top of her to do thing when she got a partner.
Right.
But for me, it's more so of the actions, because the actions speak louder than words.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm with an individual and their actions show that they care for me and they're able to pour into me mentally, physically, most especially
Hmm.
physically and financially, the way I'm pouring into them, I have no problem with giving them that ring, that piece of paper. If that's what they want, if that they want, I have no problem giving it to them.
And how long do you think it takes to see those actions?
Uh,
You got about 3.5, 4 years in the game, and y'all kids intermingle. Some may live with y'all, some they don't. So y'all's life was already woven into the fabrics that looks like the Constitution that is marriage. Is that something that your girl wants? And if it is it something that you want?
I mean, yeah, it's something that she want.
You ever ask her
Uh,
why?
yeah, yeah,
What
yeah,
is her
yeah.
answer? Because I asked my wife why does she want to be married, and her answer was interesting. What does your lady say why she wants to be married?
Yeah, probably gonna be down similar to your wife.
I doubt it.
Um,
I doubt it.
I mean, for the most part, there's something that she want is dear. She's seen it growing up a lot. Biblical reasons.
Is her parents married?
Uh, nah, not her parents,
Okay. Does she have
but
a married couple that she looks up to and respects to the degree of wanting to emulate?
I mean, she got a lot of them that she respect and she look up to.
Hmm.
Her grandparents.
Okay. They still alive?
Um, yeah,
Still together?
the grandmother's still alive.
Okay. Granddad died when they're still married?
Yeah.
Okay. Grandma have a job?
Um, nah, grandma was stay at home mom.
She was a stay-at-home mom.
The granddaddy was that guy.
See, now that's go ahead. I'm sorry. I'll let you finish.
Yeah, he was that guy.
Yeah, because that
Um,
that kind of pulls into a different thing for me. Because I look at marriage from older couples different. Largely, in fact, of most
true.
grandmothers had to marry from a place of survival. Couldn't open bank accounts, couldn't have jobs, so their only access to finances prior to men going off to war and getting indoctrinated into the working system was to be married and having control over the husband's finances. So did grandma marry for love or did grandma marry for survival?
I don't know about her grandma.
That's what.
My
Yeah,
grandma,
I'm not saying her sister. I'm just saying historically. That's why when I look
right?
at grandmothers and my grandma stayed married for like 60 years. I'm like, yeah, but the first 40 might have been for survival. I don't.
Sheesh.
But I'm
I mean,
sorry.
that's how it was for my grandparents.
Right.
My grandma and granddad were married. My granddad just passed last year,
Oh, I'm sorry for your loss.
and appreciate it. They were married for at least 50 years,
Mm. My grandparents
and
are both still alive, and they're coming up on their 60th years of marriage.
congratulations.
Yeah, and
And
that situation was similar. Grandfather worked 3 and 4 jobs, so my grandmother can stay home and take care of my father and all of his siblings. My mom's mother was different. Her and my grandfather, they were married, but my grandmother was a OG from the South. She ain't take shit. She didn't play with shit. All she knew was Jesus and fighting. So my grandmother was like, she put out her husband, um, dropped out of school, 4th grade education, and got it out the mud from then on. So I've seen what independence looked like from somebody that was born in 1927, and I've seen what dependence looked like from somebody that was born in 1938. So when I ask people, what do you pull from? And when I ask women, like, why do you want to be married? Because I don't meet many men, with the exception of my twin brother, who just says, I can't wait to have a wife and a just be married. And I don't know many men that's excited to do it or that's charging to do it.
see
Biblical,
that was for me though. My upbringing and what I seen,
yeah.
I didn't want to fail at marriage. So that was my whole reason Automatic majority of the marriages I seen, besides my mom and dad
Hmm.
that did 50 years, my dad and mom didn't make it. My dad, mom, and dad didn't make it. Uh, I ain't got too many partners that's married.
Hmm.
The ones that are married, they've been divorced.
Hmm.
So what I was accustomed to seeing, I'm like, man, I ain't trying to fail.
I get that.
So for me, marriage wasn't in the cards. But through therapy and the relationship I'm in now,
Hmm.
it opened my eyes to marriage in a more healthier way. So I mean, I'm still learning them grounds. So I mean, it's something that I do look towards to, or I know what type of marriage I want.
Hmm. How does marriage differ from your life now? Outside of being legally obligated to the person, how does
Man,
marriage
I don't
differ?
I don't think marriage would be any different. That ring, that piece of paper, it ain't gonna make no difference in your day to day.
I used to believe that, and then I got married, and it doesn't make a difference in the big things, but the little things for me. Like, I can't just leave the house when I feel like it no more because legally, this person has to know where I am. Because if something happens legally, like they have to contact her for, hey, such and such happened. We need to know how you want us to proceed. They can't call my mother. They can't call my father. They got to call her. The things that change in marriage from single to a relationship, the day to days didn't really change for me. Not in the biggest ways, but the small things, like I just that thinking of just I just miss leaving the house when I feel like it. But then when you have kids, that changes too. So it's having a person that always knows where you are for the well being of whatever life y'all are trying to establish was the biggest change for me because I never had somebody track me or have to know my movements all the time.
I
That's the most
mean,
annoying thing. Everything else, just living with women just suck. Me personally, if I'd have knew then what I know now, I probably would have still married my wife. I would have just went over the road. Let her
I
mom move
mean,
down and I'll buy a big house that I never stay in. Like, you should spend time with your wife. Yeah, hey babe, I'm gonna be in Phoenix. You wanna fly out and come see me? Hey, I'm gonna be in
I,
Miami. You wanna fly out and come see me? Why don't you come home? Fuck that house.
nah, it's. I
I
mean, I
need to
guess
be away from you for at least 2 weeks at a time.
I guess that's the part that I look at kind of different, cause like staying with somebody, like it took me some time to get though.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because the first time around I was staying with somebody, I'm about like you. Hey, I ain't with that telling you where I'm going. I ain't trying to answer to this. I ain't trying to answer to that.
Yeah,
But this time around, I feel like some of the things I know now that I done wrong, I try to do right. You know what I'm saying? The whole communicate my whereabouts. I still don't feel the best doing it,
I just let
but
her
I
track
do
my iPhone. I just, because I don't remember all the time. I be moving. Like you said, you be running a business. You don't think you're gonna be driving home, and then all of a sudden one of your drivers call and say, "Hey man, I got a flat." Fuck. Now you got to drive across town. I'm not gonna remember. I'd rather get a text message like, "Yo, why you want Independence?" Oh, driver had a flat. Oh, okay. Versus like, well, why you checking my location? Because you said you was on your way home and it's taking longer than usual. Oh, you right. You right. Because accidents do happen, and motherfuckers be getting fucked up.
hey,
So I
I
get
don't
it.
know. It's just for me. I don't. I rather give you the heads up versus you tracking my location and you pop up. If you pop up, for me, I feel like that's a trigger you hit.
Yeah, it
Cause
is.
I feel like you trying to mama or daddy me then, and
Yeah, And my wife ain't she's not insecure, so she pop up on me. I don't. First off, nigga, you got to get to the gas to get where I'm at, and most of the time I be 45 to an hour out, and you got your own job to do. But if you want to pop up, hey, nigga, you want to pop up and see me driving by you? Oh, babe, I just saw you. That's it. So for me, it's not an insecurity thing. It's just like you said, you're just not used to when you've been alone for so long and you've not had to answer to people. I'm 5 years into my relationship, 2 years into my marriage. It's a lot of unlearning, and that's
Right.
that's the most frustrating part. You have to unlearn your independence and learn to be codependent, and that in itself is frustrating because being a man and being raised by the men that I was raised by, I wasn't raised to be codependent. I was raised to do it all myself because I watched my father and grandfather do it all themselves. So I mean, this unsettling feeling of feeling like I have to involve another person makes my stomach turn. It is absolutely.
You put it right way then.
I mean, just give me the bubble guts just all day, just bubble guts galore, all bad. AJ, you still with us?
No, I'm still there. I'm listening. I'm enjoying it.
Okay. Did you have any more questions that you wanted to interject? I saw you had your pen earlier, so I know you either taking notes or ready to say some shit.
Well, yeah, I talked about marriage. Did he finish answering or what?
Yeah, he gave me his thoughts and views on it.
So,
His thing about marriage is not wanting to fail at it. And from a man's standpoint, I understand that because I can tell you this: my marriage don't work, I'm cool. Like I don't need another wife. I don't need another girlfriend. I don't need to have sex again with nobody else. They have incurable chlamydia outside right now. They have wingworm dick outside right now. I'm cool, bro. I'm straight.
So
me and my wife don't work. I'm celibate for the rest of my goddamn days. I'm out the game. I'm out the game. I'm out the game. Listen.
You telling me y'all don't work? You gonna turn into a nun?
A monk.
A monk.
Monk. I'm out, bro.
I don't see that shit happen.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Here's. Let me tell you. And AJ, you can attest to it, and you know why you can attest to it, but I'm not gonna say why. When I say I have had a successful whole career, I've had a really successful whole career. Like my jersey is in the Raptors, bro. I am what you call. I am all fucked out. Like looking at women is no longer enjoyable from the idea of, ooh, but I can hit that and not. I look at smashing another chick like work. Like, I got to learn her name. I got to pretend to like her. And then I got to do all of this shit just to get some basic run-of-the-mill pussy that's going to be just like the other 55 before her. And it's going to be like, all right, do this process all over again. I'd rather just get to the money, make sure that my daughter's straight, make sure that if that does happen, my ex-wife is straight because my ex-wife's mental health is directly tied to my daughter. So by default, my ex-wife will always be my responsibility until my daughter stands on her own too. Long as they good, I promise you, ain't nothing new out here where these chicks is going to make me be like, yeah, I think I can give it another go. You think I feel like these girls, I don't do 50, I need $500 fee before you even slide in my DMs. Bitch, prostitution? For real? We going straight to prostitution? That's what we doing? 50, you brought me to Red Lobster? Where are we supposed to go? We supposed to go to Roof Chris at the Mexican resort in Mexico. What, you want me to pay $1,000 for a $5 conversation? Are you high? Do you see outside? The only way I go back outside is if I holler at somebody mama. I'm 38. I holler at somebody that's 58 and we be good.
My thing, though.
Huh?
This is my thing. Normally when I was in my whole phase and it was something that I was like, something I wanted to hit.
Yeah.
Normally it was getting hit in at least the first 2 or 3 days. Probably a week at the most.
Right.
So if I done already handled the business, I'm about like Drake. One time it's fine me. I didn't know what it hit like.
And see that when you've done that enough, I've done it enough to say, And from the growth stages of my life, from where I've been and what I've learned about myself from being married and being in a committed relationship and formerly being a part of swinger and poly life and all this other shit, what I've learned about me is I know me enough to say that I give so much to my lady. There's no way I can give this to another woman again. It can't happen.
I respect that. Where's
It
the
can't
sound?
happen. It
Where's the
can't happen.
sound?
Hit what sound?
Give me something. 'Cause that's
Is that better?
I love that.
Is that good?
Absolutely, I love that.
I've given when I for me, again, this is just for me. When I think about the time I've wasted and the things I wasted on women that wasn't deserving of it. Like, I talk about one woman in particular with my wife, and she's like, every time you talk about her, it just seemed like you just go to a dark place. And I have to remind myself. I said, well, yeah. And she was like, do you have feelings? I said, no, it's not a feeling of love. It's a feeling of frustration because, like, that was my first adult relationship of looking at it saying, you can do everything right and still not be good enough. You can do everything right. And when I think about in that situation, in that relationship, it taught me so much because from that I learned I'm willing to drop everything I'm doing and drive 200 miles to go take care of my lady if I need to. I'm willing to spend $300, $400, $500 on a painting that I don't understand, but she loves. I'm willing to take a weekend vacation that we can barely afford, but if it makes her like, I'm willing to learn. And I didn't do it from a place of, damn, I spent all that money for nothing. It was, I didn't know I had the capability of doing that. So from that situation, I learned a lot about me. But when I think about every woman that I gave everything to, it makes me mad because I'm like, I was going to meet my wife in like 5 years. I was going to meet her in 3 years. I was going to meet her in 10 years. If I'd have just held out. And now that I'm here, I'm giving her everything. And for the most part, it comes from an authentically new place. But some of the things are repeated from people that didn't deserve it in the first place. So now being in that place and being in that headspace, you talking about breaking up a marriage. I know what it takes to get to this place. I don't have it in me to do it again. Think about everything that you do with your lady right now. Knowing her ins, outs, what makes her mad, what makes her upset, what makes her happy, what makes her sad, her mood swings. When she says something, whether she's going to follow through or not, you know what her favorite place to eat are, her vacation thing. You know all of this stuff about her. You have your doctoral in your lady. Y'all don't make it. You trying to go back to school again and learn another motherfucker?
Not right away, but I will.
See, now for me, my focus then becomes about my daughter. Because
You
I'm
got
that,
one kid.
huh?
You just got one kid.
I got one. Again, I was indifferent about having kids. Didn't need to have them. I got 6 brothers and sisters. I grew up in a house full of people. I don't need, I ain't had it. So for me, when I look at it.
The oldest?
Oh no, I'm the middle. I got 3 ahead of me and 3 behind me. The oldest is
second
45. Oldest. The youngest is 23.
I'm the second oldest. I wanted to be a family.
See, that's what the oldest do. Oldest do shit like that because they remember a time of being by themselves. I was born with a person next to me. Yeah. Then already had 2 more ahead of me. And then got 3 more behind me. So
I mean, you might got a point because I don't like that being lonely shit.
You see what I'm saying? So for me, when I get to that place of like looking at it from, even from a relationship that like it becomes about my daughter, and because I got prior history in law enforcement, I can't bring no woman around my kid because I don't know you. You can't come to my house. So how many, you can speak from a whole face perspective. How many times a girl gonna fuck with you? And I don't go to people's house because now I know how motherfuckers will set you up. We got to meet at this hotel. Why, you got a wife at home or something? Nah, but I don't trust you at your place, and you damn sure ain't coming to mine. You're not coming to the place where my daughter lays her head. So what we gonna do?
All of this is the muscle though.
Huh?
I told everybody off the muscle. Like, nah, like I'm big. Like I'm big on my kids. And see,
Right.
like we had a family situation with one of my siblings. You know what I'm saying? Was raped by a family member. You know,
Wow.
so that made me very, very protective. You know what I'm saying? Of my siblings, and then when they had kids, of their kids, and then when I had kids, of my kids.
Right.
So having somebody that I'm going casual with around my kids, like my girl will tell you, it took whew, about a year and a half, year and a
Right.
half before she met my kids.
Right.
But she understood, you know what I'm saying,
Cause she got her
why.
own.
You know what I'm saying? I told her.
Yeah. And see, now I'm one of them people that also. Here's the funny part: before having a kid, I didn't date women with kids because one, I know what kind of energy that takes, and I'm what you call a selfish dater. You can only cancel on me so many times before I be like, bitch, go find you a nigga that got kid. I ain't got time for that shit. Cause when I say, yo, drop everything. We going to Frankie's Fun Park right now. Oh, I have to find a babysitter. Never mind, bitch. I'm out. I'll go do it myself. Don't worry about it. I'm gone. I can't do it. I can't do it. So now that I'm at a place where I have a kid, I know what it takes to pour into my daughter. And because of the climate of where the country's at, and because of what I know I want my daughter to be, dating doesn't even crack the top 10 of importance if my marriage doesn't work. I got to make sure that she's straight. I got to make sure that my exit plan to leave America is straight. I got to make sure that my property in Puerto Rico is straight. I got to make sure that the house in Europe is straight. I got to make sure that my wife, again, her mental and physical and emotional well-being is straight, because more often than not, my daughter going to have to be with her because my wife got to teach her how to be a woman. I got to make sure all of this is straight. I don't have time to talk to Keisha. I don't give like, yo, when are you going to go on a date? Date, bitch, I got my daughter this weekend. I'm not going out with you. Not going out. Well, what about next weekend? Next weekend, I'm because I'm single now. I'm gonna be on the road aggressive. So if I don't have my daughter, then I'm gonna go ahead and put one of my drivers on a local route. I'm hitting the road. When you gonna come back in town? When I got my daughter. Because if I don't have her, I don't need to be here. I need to be working to make sure that everything else is set up for whatever she needs in the future. So when I tell you my marriage don't work, I'm out the game, bruh. I'm out the game. I don't have this shit. If you spend enough time on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, everybody out here is selling ass, and they're selling ass and taking subscriptions. I met a young lady I knew from church. She hit me on Facebook like, yo, man, can you put my platform out? She shot my platform out on your TikTok. When you get it back up, I got an OnlyFans. What? Sister Johnson, you got an OnlyFans? I want to subscribe because she always had a fat ass, but I feel like that'd just be rude.
So you ain't subscribe?
I ain't subscribe. I can, as long as porn is free. Why am I paying to? That's weird, bro. That's.
Hey, they say how the old folks said, pussy gonna sell when cotton don't sell.
Hey man, listen, and you right about it, because it's a lot of people out here making a good living. They ain't making it on my goddamn money. They ain't making it on mine. I'm cool.
I've been there, done that, but I mean, it just I wasn't like an exchange. You know, so I did it on several occasions, but I ain't like that exchange.
Yeah, I'm cool. Like I
gotta get more for my buck.
I might find me a dedicated cuddler. That's it. Just find somebody to hold me. Just hold me until I fall asleep.
You gonna find yourself in a relationship.
Hey man, appreciate it. We good, huh?
You do that right now, you'll find yourself in a relationship
You
all over
full
again.
of shit. I find a married woman to hold me. I don't need no say. Yo, just
Well, it's a line of women waiting. It's women waiting. That's like I tell Phil.
AJ.
It's women waiting.
AJ, when I tell you fuck that line, do you hear me? Girl, fuck that line. You hear me? Fuck that line and everybody that's waiting in it. That line ain't been important since 2019.
Okay.
That line is, but
Well,
that line is.
at least there's one guy out there that we know in this $1 billion world, $1 million world that ain't gonna have nobody else heart. So kudos to your wife for that. Shout out to her. Because that's the first in history for me. I ain't gonna even hold you.
What's the first in
She
history?
got
What's the first in history?
that you is gonna be done after her. Like ain't nobody else gonna be able to have access to you in that way ever again.
And they won't have access to him that way, but he's still gonna get them rocks off.
Nah, man,
That-
I'm cool.
okay, regardless, no woman will ever be able to have him in any capacity. And that's
Philly, I'm telling you, bro, I'm fucked out. I didn't know. For me, this is just my story. I didn't know. Like, prime example, my daughter is 2. She's 2 years old. And I used to think that people would impose their ideas of terrible twos on people. Like, yo, kids ain't terrible, they're kids. Oh, no. These little motherfuckers is the Antichrist. And we going through it. There have been times, there have been month-long stints of, hey, babe, you feel like? I said, I ain't gonna hold you, baby. I ain't got it. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. And then a week or two later, hey, baby, you feel like, hey, baby, if you could just give me 43 minutes of sleep. Don't worry about it, baby. Go ahead to sleep. When I tell you, my daughter, whatever rock soft that I thought I may need to get if in my way, my daughter took it. It is.
Hey.
Sex makes people. Did you know that? I didn't know that until I had one.
You gotta check this though.
The shit.
You came from 6. You came from 6, man. You can't let her be in this world by herself. You gotta give her
a motherfucking lie. How about this? Let me borrow one of yours, especially during tax time. I give them back. Yours is already potty trained and everything, right? Because I'm going to do that shit now. Bruh.
Yeah, potty trained.
See, my twin brother, he lived 12 minutes down the road. He got 2 sons. There you go. She go play with them.
They not like your own sibling, though.
Bruh, I don't.
So check this out. My oldest child. Like, I really thought she was going to be the only child. She came to me. She's like, Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of one of my cousin's houses. And I'm coming home by myself. I want a sibling.
I tell you, I'll make you a deal. I'll get my wife pregnant the day after you get married.
Where's the sound? Where's the sound?
Okay.
Is that fair?
You said the day after I get married, right?
The day after you get married.
Okay. You got that one. Oh my God. Okay. I've never.
So, in other words, what you slick saying, you don't think I'm going to get married?
No.
So, you saying you better have another child?
I'm saying, I know I'm not having another kid because I know you ain't getting married. And by the time you do, it'll either be past the point where we can, or the world will be over by then because of Elon Musk and Trump. So either way, I'm in the clear. Either way,
wow.
Either way, I'm straight.
Nah, I won't quite say that.
Shit.
We're gonna see if you want to cash in on that bet though.
Hey, listen, we got a moderator right here. AJ can call it. She love a good family story. A black man got married and another one brought a beautiful black baby in the world. Look, come on, black people. Come on, black people.
You know I want my nephew.
This is a win-win for her.
Yeah.
Yes,
this is a win-win for her. You get married, I have another kid, man, please. I got shit. I gotta steal my wife's phone and block her from hearing this podcast. She gonna fuck around and find you. Yeah, Philly. Hey, do you need me to go ring shopping? Should I get insight?
So she want another child.
Yeah, but you know, women think they know what they want, but they don't. Women are all, they run off of emotions and goofy juice. They don't know what the fuck they want.
I wish I would have did it sooner.
Bro, I'm 38. I'm a late in life. I'm what you call a geriatric father. I'm a geriatric first-time father.
When I had the second one, the oldest was 8 years old. I spaced them out too far.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why we don't need to space it out no
But
longer.
you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm 2, 3 bonus. Shit, I still want 5 more. And I'm 35. I be 36.
But we got to hurry up with that.
So
The women can only handle do so much.
women can
And so
handle
you just
anything.
report that you want how many more now?
You said what now?
How many more that you say you want?
Shit, I want to leave out 5 more.
So you want 5 more, period,
Yeah.
right?
I ain't
Okay.
say period, but I'm saying I like 5 more.
Hey man, listen. I'll have one the day after you say I do.
Bet that.
Bet it.
Bet that.
Bet it. Simple. Ask and answer. Everybody screaming sibling. Yo, you should have. You gotta have the baby. Y'all motherfuckers gonna come help babysit? Daycare's out the question.
Hey,
Goddamn.
I ain't got a problem with that right now.
I got to do a living nanny.
okay.
I can't do daycare no more. One for
You gotta
daycare
check
is
this.
15.
Okay, I got 2. My sister up under me got 3. My brother up under me got 4. My oldest sister got 2. My baby 2 sisters ain't had now yet.
My oldest brother has 4. My twin brother has 2. I have 1, and my little sister has 2. So I have 3 siblings that don't have any. One of them's 40. The other one is 25, and the other one's 23.
I mean, the one that's 40, it ain't. I mean, unless you know.
He ain't having. He liked the idea of kids and all of this other shit. That boy don't want them responsibilities. That coming and going as you please shit. My brother's on a flight every other day. Hey yo, man, I'm finna run to Rome real quick. Shorty hit me in the inbox saying, yo, she want to twist my locks. Hey man, how was Rome? Oh man, I left there. I'm in the Philippines, bro. They do wild shit with these massage. Can't do that. He don't want this life.
Check this out though.
He don't want this life.
Check this out. He done made some. He just don't know about him.
Hey, listen.
He done left him.
They ain't got no green cards. And shout out to Trump. They'll never get them. That natural born citizenship is out the door. Hey, my baby daddy's American. Can I have my green card?
Denied.
Absolutely not, goddamn. Absolutely not. Going back to your old country, motherfucker hit you with that.
Get over here.
Come on, bring it back, goddamn. Bring it back. I'm sorry. AJ looking mad in the face. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not. I just make sure that we're all on the same page on the agreement. That's all.
Oh, okay. Ain't shit change with the agreement. Ain't shit change. If he do his part, I'll do mine. I ain't shit. I ain't saying shit. You know what I'm saying? I am. I ain't saying a motherfucking thing. All right, well, I know.
My therapy session's working.
Nah,
It's a whole lot of childhood trauma.
Gotcha.
Just
Well,
like
as
how
long
you
as
said
you make
about,
it happen, that's all that matters.
just like how
Sooner
you
than
said,
later.
Mac. How you said, Mac, about your wife. She was saying like, you know, what she seen her mom go through and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
that still make a difference.
It does. That's how I got to 36 and had my first. Because I wasn't about to bring a child into poverty. I wasn't finna do that. My parents didn't do it. And I got a lot of friends that I watched struggle. I had a few, and one recently, about within the last 2 years, died from the stresses of trying to take care of a kid and holding down a job with a high school diploma, and your baby mama stressing you out, your baby daddy ain't help. I've seen that shit, and I said, yo, if I ever got a chick pregnant, I'm gonna be up so much financially, whether she's around or not. My kid will be straight. My house will be straight. I'm either going to have an apartment that I can barely afford, but in a good school district, or a house that I'm building myself. My kid is always going to have a place to go to, because my father did that for 7. My grandfather did it for 9. Who am I to not input those same life lessons from what my childhood was into my kid? Because they didn't ask to be here.
True.
They came because I came. And now that they're here, Um, they came because I came, and now that they here, we gonna make it do what it do. So I mean, that's how I got to the place of like 36. It all had to make sense because I was willing to forego for my ex fiance. I was willing to forego having kids with her because financially it didn't make sense. She wanted to be a teacher, stay a teacher, and I was a police officer, and we just couldn't afford it. I was like, yo, I want to take off for a year. How? Can't survive on a police officer's salary. Our rent alone is $1,200, and my paycheck is $1,200 biweekly.
Right.
We ain't got it.
Yeah.
What we finna do? We can't. I can't do this without your income, and you want to take year off. We can't do that. So
I think you look like I think 1,200 bi-weekly. Shit, a police officer like you about to be on somebody's payroll.
man, listen, I'd have took bribes from cartels to get that goddamn money up to not being no bullshit. But I just again, and that was what's crazy is I was 2 months away from because my department was running a program where people could get their Class B CDL. And I was 2 months away from being in the class and getting my Class B for free because I had a homegirl that I used to work with. She would always talk mad shit. Like, I don't give a fuck about these police, all that. Because, I leave this job tomorrow. I go make more money than them. I said, doing what? She was like, I got my Class B CDL. I said, you got your CDL? She said, yeah. I said, pay like that? She said, yeah. So I'm sitting at work. I said, God damn, I could be a trash man to make $85,000. That's double my salary. God damn. Hey, sign me up for the CDL thing. Then COVID hit. God damn. I said, no way. Fast forward, end up moving closer to North Carolina, starting life over again. Me and my ex-fiance broke up. Met my then wife. Family kept talking about CDLs and shit, and I happened to come across a situation where I just was relentless, calling everybody, asking them how much schools cost, and I just happened to meet the right lady at the right time. She said, you can get your CDL for free. All you got to pay for is your physical. I said, what I got to do? Take this to here, da-da-da-da. She said, if you got anybody else, I got a twin brother. He want a CDL too. She said, well, we got 2 more spots in class. Called him up. We did all the stuff. $5,000 scholarship granted for both of us. Got our CDLs in a month. I said, yo, policing was cool. I'm not ducking bullets for $45,000 no more. We out of here. We go. We go. Y'all can have all of that shit. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Shout out to my brothers and sisters in blue that still do the job. Hey man, you all supported. And if I didn't start this trucking business, I promise you, I was about 3 weeks away from joining. Right, y'all? I was gonna go back. Show was gonna go back because my brain is different now. I ain't trying to fight people no more. Anyway,
That wasn't a bad decision I made.
hey, listen, I'm happy I'm here, and you've been an absolute joy to talk to. AJ told me how busy you was, and I'm surprised to get 1 hour and 20 minutes out of
I
you.
know.
It's crazy. It's crazy. AJ, do you
You
have
got
any,
checking in a minute, trust me.
you got anything you want to? I saw his phone freeze. So I know somebody called him at one point.
Oh yeah.
I know somebody called him at one point.
Hey man, I really appreciate you for having me. Straight motivation. I'm gonna get my podcast up and running by the end of the year.
Hey man, if you got
bring it
any
back.
questions with it, bro, I ain't one of them motherfuckers that gatekeep. Oh man, you just gotta figure it out. I had to. Nah, bro, I can tell you. Hey, listen, if you got the money and the time, because I was doing it for free, using my phone and the MacBook that I had. I was like, oh, and then eventually I was like, if I want to take it serious, I want to have that clarity. I want to have that clear. You got to spend money on the mic. Well, how much is a Rode mic? Oh, the Rode mic? Oh, yeah, the whole Rode mic's about $100. $100. I get it. I got home. I got the Rode mic. I'm excited. I said, where the stand at? Oh, you got to buy the stand separately. How much is the stand? $110. Or you can get the one to stand up like this. I said, well, how much is that one? $100. Son of a bitch. $200 just for a mic stand and a mic? But I seen a lot of people using the mic. Okay, cool. Well, what that soundboard thing hit for? Oh, yeah, that's the Rodecaster Duo. So it goes with the mic and the stand. They all talk together. It gives you the clearest quality crystal. How much is that? Oh, the big one's $5.99, but the small one, that's $2.99. So, well, I don't know how long I'm gonna be in. Let me get the $2.99 one. Perfect. I got the mic, I got the stand, I got the sound thing. Cool. I get home, how to set it up. First, you need your mic cords. Excuse me. Mic cords ain't coming in the box. Oh, you got to buy those separately. Motherfucker. When I tell you, I went to Best Buy so much, they said, hey, man, listen. Whatever we gonna sit and watch this together. You keep running in and out. I was like, yeah, I had to get the SD card, the mic things. I had to get another mic cord from the other mic. I got a ring light. I got this. I hit that shit. Boom. That coming down, man. It's so much shit. Came home, had to have my wife say, baby, please don't leave me. But I spent like about $1,200 a day on this podcasting equipment and all of this stuff. And she said, I watched you make a video one time and the joy on your face. Hey, man, count this as a early birthday or Father's Day gift. I said, word, you gonna pay the whole, you gonna pay the whole $1,200? You gonna do that for me? She was like, nah, I'm gonna just say it's a birthday gift for you. And, I'm gonna give you a card and, I'll give you $150 towards it, but I'm not giving you the 12. That's all right. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. So she let me have all of this shit. And when I tell you, man, it's just something about, again, I like talking. I like asking questions, and I like having conversations with people that you literally just want to provide points of views and perspectives of where they at, what their story is, and where they hope to be going. So whenever you ready to jump in this world, man, whatever I learned, I will gladly talk to you, teach you, kick it with you, pod with you. You know what I'm saying? Because I promise you, it's hard trying to find. I try to find a pod person I can just talk to and just do regular podcast shit with. Everybody, yeah, I got you, man. We gonna do it. You started hitting them up a little later. Hey, man, you still ready to do the pod?
Denied.
Hey, man, I got this situation, man. This girl done called me. Oh, go ahead, boss. You know what I'm saying? Hey, baby girl, I got a spot up. You gonna do the pod with me?
Denied.
My man said he don't like the way you be talking because your voice be all deep and stuff like that. I said he can join the pod too.
Denied.
Okay, so I'm just sitting there like,
Bruh.
I don't know what to do. I got nothing. So I guess I'll be doing it by my goddamn self until But whatever. The art of creating, man. That's my shit.
Again, man. I love it.
Hey, man. So I'm here for it. Are you satisfied, AJ? Did we get that? Did we have the conversation? Did we leave any stone unturned?
More, but we'll do it another time. We got to ease him in. Got to ease, because again, he don't have that much time like that.
You're right.
But I'm so proud of you, bro. You opened up a little bit.
Hey, man, next time you don't get to have no pen and no paper because you've been on the right notes the whole time.
Yeah, she's gonna give you the update on all of them.
The only two things that matter to me is you want 5 more, and the bet is once you put married, he gonna have another. So that's all it's important to me.
Once we disconnect the cars, you're gonna call. All right, so Philly, this is what I needed to know about y'all. All right. I'm gonna get a text at 2 a.m. Yo, when you putting it out? I need to. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it out tonight. Goddamn, it'll be out tonight. You gonna get that Spotify notification. You know what I'm saying? It's up. So, hey man, but for real though, lovely talking to you again. I know you 1,000 times busy, man. Appreciate you joining It's Just Heavy podcast, Heavy Hearted Series. Anybody out there that want to talk about matters of the heart, relationships, and all things attributed towards such, please feel free to hit me up at heavymac@outlook.com, HeavyMack@outlook.com. AJ, any final words?
No, thanks for having me again.
Of course. Philly, what's the word?
Hey, appreciate the bit, Mac. Appreciate it, bro.
All right, man. Once again, it's Just Heavy podcast. Love y'all, man. I'll talk to y'all later.
It's heavy, baby.
Peace.